Hi guys and welcome back to my new video. Today we're going to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows. And yes, I'm going to talk about these days because I know that like in 1 week it's going to be just out this new Ubisoft game. And what do you expect from it for this one? I mean, I think that it's going to be a really cool and nice game because I saw many clips. For example, once for the parkour, once for the story, once for obviously the combat, many elements. Obviously, the difference of gameplay between Naui and just obviously samurai. Right now, I just don't remember the name right now, but it's not the fact that I don't like him because I kind of think that his combat is pretty solid, and I think it's going to be really cool to just play as him. But I think that if I will just have the opportunity to play as Naui, I'm just going to play it as her, as I said before. Now we can just literally just start talking about the game itself because these first clips are from obviously the first um, trailer that just Ubisoft gives us the last years. So I think that from the first trailer to right now, I think that a lot of things changed because we can say this because a lot of things literally just changed. And I don't know if I think that these are really just better, but the thing that I can actually. So I was saying that I think that from the first trailer to now, a lot of things have changed, and obviously sometimes for the better for the game, obviously, and not only this one because I generally think that the game now is kind of really beautiful, not only for the graphics, but just for the gameplay. And the only thing that I'm just kind of not worried and I'm not hating anything. I'm just saying that the only thing that just can be like strange is only the parkour because I think that they should have just kept the basis from Assassin's Creed Mirage and just not taking everything else from the last games such as Origins, Valhalla, and obviously and obviously Odyssey because they were kind of okay days, but I think that they were just going to be literally the baddest, the worst games for parkour. Even if I just love Origins, it's not a game that is based on parkour. You have to just literally stay a lot of hours to just understand how to use parkour in that game. So I think that generally they should have just kept the parkour from Mirage and just try to make it better. That's the only thing that I just wanted to just do for them. We all know that they couldn't have just create some new parkour with the base, for example, of Assassin's Creed Unity because everything changed after Syndicate. So everybody knows that. And that's one thing that I just want to say because a lot of people thinks that Assassin's Creed needs to have the Assassin's Creed Unity parkour. I mean, I'm going to just play Assassin's Creed Unity like in a few days. I'm just going to play it for the first time, but I saw many gameplay, many walkthrough, so I know a lot of about the story. But I saw them literally like 5 years ago, so I want to really play it and I want to understand why people just say every time that is parkour, is combat, is pretty cool, pretty solid. I want to know this, and I want to understand this, and I want to just try to explicate how this can could have just been better, could have been just differently. So these are the elements that I just want to understand about this. Not only these ones, because I think that Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to be like in top 5 maybe, because as you know, my top 5 right now is kind of great thanks to the Assassin's Creed uh, by Assassin's Creed its collection. It's like the first place we can just talk about this as a single game, okay, with two Brotherhood and then Revelations. Then, obviously, as I said before, Origins, Black Flag, and then we got all of the games after this. The only thing that I just really want is that if Ubisoft can just create some element that's going to be really cool, something that's going to be just really appreciated by the fans. Guys, let me just say this because when we talk about the last Assassin's Creed games, not talking about Mirage, Ubisoft always created elements, trailers, gameplay with the male protagonist, but every time that they just did this, the really protagonist or the real element was always Cassandra or female Eivor. I'm not saying that this is a problem because I think that these characters are kindly good if you play them right. Obviously, I'm talking about Eivor because um, I just didn't finish Assassin's Creed Odyssey because I really dropped it literally after 40 hours. So I think that is going to be kind of cool if you play it as a good Cassandra, maybe. But I want to say that this time they could have just create something more because they didn't say you have to play one or two, but you just have to understand the fact that this time you can just play the story how they want to just play. If you know, there is this type of gameplay where you can just where you can just play the game how it was supposed to be. That's a really good thing because if you play it as they want, understand what they really wanted from the start, and they didn't show, for example, the samurai one became an assassin and just stay there because he's the assassin, and after this, when you play the game, you understand that the real protagonist is obviously Naue. No, they just create a story for these two characters. I still think some elements such as now they can just became a really important character. Some characters that just can return, but I think that Ubisoft is going to really create a good game, and that's all, guys.